Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Back for some Dirty Thursday Dirtkars doubleheader racing action. We are live from Kokomo with the Dirtkars Pro Late Model Series. Our season is winding down. Coming into tonight, Michael Steele has a 10-point lead over Michael Hermes. Devin Smith is in third, 18 points behind second. Then we got Ben Morrow in fourth, and Donnie Bartlett rounding out our top five. So we got tonight, and then we got our season finale next week at the famed Cedar Lake Speedway for 51 laps of racing action. Practice is just about over here this evening, and then we're going to get ready to go heat race racing. New driver with us tonight on the top of the speed chart. You're watching him right there. That number 49 car, Austin Alberton. Normally they say green luck is bad for a race car, but it's working out pretty good for him so far. Had a pretty solid run in the mini stocks. I do believe he ended up finishing fourth there after winning his heat pretty handily. And now he's going to be seeing how he can wheel it with the big boys over here at the Pro Late Models. We'll have two heats this evening. Every point that these guys get in the heat could make a huge difference in the outcome. So you get 10 points to win the heat, and then it drops by one after that. So if we have 4 cars in each heat, winner gets 10 points. Let's say Michael Hermes wins his heat. He gets 10 points. Michael Steele finishes fourth. He's only getting 6 points. Now, going into the A main, there's only a 6-point difference. So, you see what I'm saying here. Alright, getting ready to grid up for our first heat race. And in our first heat race, starting on the pole, Michael Steele. Outside of him, Devin Smith. Justin Walbring making his return to the Dirtkars Pro Late Model Series. And then Austin Alberton going to be riding shotgun.
All right, you guys just go ahead. I'll follow.
Alright, drivers, good luck here tonight. Heat race, we go on green, no cautions. Where you finish is where you're going to start. We do issue points for the heat races, so every position counts. Alright, pace truck is off. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4. Steele and Smith are going to lead us to the green. Great start by the front row. Side by side as we send it down off into turn 1. Michael Steele down low, Devin Smith up high. Alberton in third, Walbring in fourth. Devin Smith getting some momentum. Powers back by that 49 car on the outside. Alberton trying everything he can down low. And Steele liking to see this battle behind him. He's going to jump out to a 1.5 second lead over second place. 5 laps to go. 49 sent in a hell of a slide job. He sent it up into the wall. Oh, it looks like he might have broke some suspension on that one.
Stuff, so I'm trying here.
So back up front, Michael Steele leading this one. Devin Smith in second. Walbring in third. Devin Smith trying to reel in Michael Steele. Steele's got a 3-second lead now over second place. He's got clear saying till the finish line. 2 laps to go for Michael Steele. Looks like we got a pretty decent battle heating up for second though between Walbring and Smith. Oh, Justin's gonna push. He's gonna lose some time there. Last lap, Michael Steele getting 10 points for his championship bid. So that'll be our inside row for our A main. Steele, Smith, Walbring, and Alberton. Row number 2, we got Ray Andrews on the point, Hermes on the outside, and Donnie Bartlett shotgun on the field. Good luck, gentlemen. We go on green. We've only got one more week of racing action, and then we're going to be getting into the planning stages of our next season here for Thursday nights. It'll be season number 12, I do believe. Green flag is in the air. Hermes is going to jump out to an early lead on that high side. He just mashes that loud pedal. Oh, Donnie Bartlett has to get woed up, pushed a little bit in the corner. Ray Andrews in that 420 machine holding on to second the best he can. Donnie getting that left front just cranked up there. As Hermes out front continues to lead. Setting down some blistering times. All these drivers are actually. Hermes now the 2-second gap over second place. Three laps to go for Michael Hermes. He's led from flag to flag after starting on the outside front row. He sent it down into turn 1 deep and didn't look back. He's trying to get everything he can and not lose any points on Michael Steele. Final lap for Hermes, Andrew and Bartlett. Alright, we have a 2-minute intermission. So you've got time to use the facilities. Go get yourself a frosty cold beverage. And don't forget to head on down to the Chicken Shack. Say hello to Randy. Tonight's special is a 2-piece chicken basket with your choice of french fries or chips for $3.99. Add on a frosty cold beer with that for an extra $2. Prices you can't beat at the Chicken Shack. Alright, everybody back to your seats. We're getting ready to go green flag racing action for our A main. Starting on the pole, that number 5 car, Michael Steele. Outside of him, in the 51 machine, Mr. Michael Hermes. Row number 2 on the inside, we've got that number 95 machine of Mr. Devin Smith. On the outside of him, we got the 420 of Ray Unk Andrews. Justin Walbring is going to be rolling off in 5th in that number 33 machine. Outside of him, we got the 21 machine Yingling Special of Donnie Bartlett Longhorn Chassis. And shotgun on the field this evening, newcomer in that bad luck green car, Austin Alberton, there we go. These guys are getting ready to go green flag racing, folks. Let's cheer them on as they go by. Up front, Michael Steele jumps out to a nice lead. Then we got Steele and Smith. Hermes and Smith battling for second. Three wide back deeper in the field. Oh! They get woed up in front of him. Donnie catches the side action, a little bit of the 95 car. Everybody keeps it going the right direction, though. Up front, Michael Steele's got a solid lead at the moment. Hermes closing that gap right on the back bumper of Michael Steele. Hermes trying to gain at least a couple points. They came in, he's 10 points behind Michael Steele coming in tonight. They both scored 10 points for the heat race. And right now Michael's 1 point or 1 position in front of him. This could be the night that solidifies the championship for Michael Steele as long as everybody shows up next week. Steele climbs the track. Ooh, gets up into the outside wall. Leaves an opening for Hermes. Steele able to power down the straightaway, though. Hermes, disappeared, but he's sticking to that bottom at the moment. Now he climbs to the top side of the track as Michael Steele goes down to the basement. Well, he got a little something on that corner. You can see the dark spots on the track. That is technically the slick area. We call it the dry slick. You got to be a wheelman for sure to be running through that. And that's what Hermes is trying to show us right now. These guys are starting to come up on some lap traffic of Bartlett and Andrews. Hermes trying to reel in Steele. Steele was just about a second lead now. But Steele's going to be coming into the lap traffic of Andrews and Bartlett. We have a winner in our 50-50 drawing for this evening. Will ticket stub 754391 please come up to the booth to collect your winnings. Tonight's winnings is divided between the local Girl Scout troop and the lucky winner, and they will be dividing up $850. So $425 to each, to our lucky winner and to the Girl Scouts for their charity. Congratulations. Thank you very much for participating. in our 50-50 drawing. Michael Steele stretching that lead out a little bit more every lap, up to 1.5 seconds. Hermes running in second. Alberton,
I'll go lump.
4 positions gained for this A main. Currently running in third. Donnie Barlett's going to move out of the way for our race leader, not to hold him up. Good racecraft there by the 21 machine. Now, the 5's going to have the 33 of Justin Walbring to contend with. Flat job. We are over halfway mark now. Only 22 laps left to go for Michael Steele, Michael Hermes, and Austin Alberton. Steele now closing in on the 95 of Mr. Devin Smith. Hermes starting to reel him in a little bit as Steele's trying to manipulate his way through these lap cars. Hermes able to close that gap down to a second. He's sending the 51 in there deep, pushing the cushion, banging the boards, floating his boat. And hoping that thing doesn't catch. $14 laps to go for Steele, Hermes, Alberton, our top 3. Hermes still sitting at right around that 1 second mark. Oh, gets up into the wall just a little bit. That's not going to help matters. Next time by, we're going to be 10 to go. Check out our race leader, Michael Steele. Looks like he's got a pretty clean track in front of him now. Just needs to focus on hitting his marks for these next 8 laps. Yeah. Steele catching more lap cars. This could be Hermes' chance. Hey Donnie, how you doing, brother? Six laps to go for Michael Steele. Ooh, Steele gets up into that wall. 5 laps to go.
Thanks for that, Justin.
Ooh, 5 gets into the wall again. Not doing a lot of damage, but just kind of tail slapping that right rear a little bit. 3 laps to go.
I'm broke.
Donnie Bartlett broken. Just saw his tire go bouncing down. Final lap. White flag is in the air for Hermes and Steele. Here comes Michael Steele. Hermes did everything he could on that last couple laps. Couldn't quite catch him. Alberton's going to finish in
cars
third.
for racing us is really clean and giving us a room. It's good to see one go 50 lap screen.
Good race, guys. That was fun.
Sorry if I screwed anyone up on that start. Like I said, I'm trying to figure these cars out. I've never really raced them.
Austin, you're doing good. Do I need a backup mic or am I good here?
Mick, the only way I can go to the waiting room is I have to get out of the car. Is that okay? 10-4.
All right, bringing home that number 49 car in third tonight in his first EFRL Dirt Car Series start. We got Mr. Austin Alberton.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Not too bad. Am I pronouncing that name right, sir?
It's all Britain.
Alberton, okay.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Makes sense to me. So, before the race, we were talking a little bit about how green on a race car is generally bad luck.
It's bad luck, and I've never raced these things before, so I was like, how much worse can it get? So.
Well, we saw how the start of the race went for you, but you recovered.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure it out and learn. I wasn't trying to mess with anybody either since I'm new here, so I was just trying to learn, and I kind of overdrove it. Found the limit quick.
Well, these cars are pretty good cars to run, especially the pros. They got just enough power to get yourself out of trouble if you get into it. And you guys put on a great show tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing for Mike, but I was happy. I came from the back to third. I was just, like I said, I was just trying to piece my way to the front and see what I could do.
Well, you finished pretty good here. You had a good run in the mini stock, so your Dirt Cars debut was a pretty good night.
Yeah, not bad at all. So I'll take it.
Now, do you race in real life or just in simulation?
I race in real life. I used to run dirt street stocks, and I race go-karts, all dirt. I never really cared to run dirt on iRacing. I mainly run just the asphalt stuff. I've got pretty good iRating there, but not on the dirt side.
Yeah, we watched you on Monday night. You did a pretty good job Monday night. I think you ended up getting caught up in some late race shenanigans, but overall you had a pretty good run, and you were in the top for most of the race on Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night we led the most laps. Just got off sequence on pit strategy, and a guy 18 laps down decided to run in the middle of the racetrack. But other than that, Monday night was fun.
Well, welcome to Thursdays. We look forward to having you race with us some more, and I think that you're going to be a nice addition to our Thursday night lineup.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm going to try to start running every Thursday with you guys. I know you don't have many of them left, but I figured I'd get my feet wet a little late in the season.
Yep, and then we'll have a new season kicking off here pretty quick, and we'll have a good time for that.
Cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate you broadcasting, and just want to give a shout out to Steel Graphics and Design, Shinko Custom Diecast, everyone over at Alpha Sim Sports, Michael Hermes for helping me out, Michael Steele for helping me out with this dirt stuff. So go check them guys out.
All right, thank you very much. You have a wonderful night.
You too, brother. Be safe.
All right, bringing home that 51 machine in second place tonight. You were able to close the gap on Steel in those closing laps, but not quite enough time.
No, I just needed a couple more laps. I get around Justin, kind of get on the brakes a little bit and knock the right front toe out a little bit. So it was a handful to drive the last 5 laps, but I finally figured it out. Just needed a little bit more.
Yeah, it looked like you were searching all over the track, just trying to find a little bit of grip and close that gap on Steel. But man, we went flag to flag, 50 laps, green flag the whole way. That's a nice thing to see.
Yeah, it's always good to get a green flag racing because you get in your rhythm and then stick to it, and then rather than having a caution filled race, have to regroup, get your mind back, get your mind right, and then try to find that rhythm again.
Yep, and then I do believe next week is going to be our season finale at Cedar Lake for our Freedom 51 Racing 51 lap A main event.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be one heck of a race, and the viewers and others alike, the family, friends that watch us race and stuff, there'll be definitely a good show going on.
Yes, sir, and we've always put on a pretty good show at Cedar Lake to begin with, and we're going to throw that extra lap in there. Hopefully everybody remembers to go 51 and don't quit at lap 50.
Don't give my secret away. Come on.
All right, so coming into tonight, Michael Steele had a 10-point lead over you. Now he has 12. Still very close. If he has a bad week next week, you could still walk away with his championship.
It's gonna be close like it was last year, down to the very, very single point. But I hope we can grab it and grab our first championship.
It's going to be exciting to watch either way we look at it. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
I do need to give a special shout out to my nephew Jordan. He's dealing with some new health issues that have come about. My buddy Matt could be with Paradise Gaming, actually. He sponsors my car right there on the hood. The family could use a lot of prayers right now. But I'd like to thank Steel Graphics and Designs, RDR, JBM, PBR, 51 Raceworks, Auto Detailing by Leslie, Shinko Custom Diecast, and most importantly, my wife and kids.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing the conclusion of this one next week.
All right, I can't wait. See you next week, mate.
Have a good one. All right. No stranger to winning. We got the driver of that number 5 car, Mr. Michael Steele.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, man. Great. What a race.
Yeah, that was fun as heck. Got some lap traffic, which you normally don't get to really deal with, so it was fun to kind of have to pick my way through there. Thankfully, everybody played really, really good to us, and realized I was kind of torn. Do I want to go to the bottom? Do I want to go to the top? And I tried the bottom, kind of catching at first. Sorry, Vivi's losing it. I'm sure you can hear it. Yeah, I'm sure like you could tell, like whenever I was catching the lap cars the first go around, I don't remember who it was, maybe Ray and Donnie, maybe. I don't exactly remember. But I was kind of running the bottom, getting to them, thinking that, okay, well, they're running the top. Maybe I can just try to go around them that way. And I just didn't really make much ground up on them. And so I knew that I was going to have to just kind of show them that I was going to go to the top. So I went to the top, caught them real fast. Thankfully, like I said, they gave way and saw that I wanted the top. And are willing to play nice, and I appreciate them. And it was still fun to just have to deal with lap traffic and kind of pick your moments to not give up speed. You knew that they're going to get out of your way. It's just still you got to maximize your speed of getting around them. So early in the race, I just kind of went top and bottom every 5 laps or so, try to save a little bit of tire in case we had a caution in there. I knew that I was really fast up on the top, but I knew that Hermes was really fast on the bottom, so I knew I would go down to the bottom. He would catch me, and then I would kind of watch my timing on my black box, and once I saw I got to about a certain number, then I would go back to the top and try to pull away from him again.
Well, it definitely worked for you tonight, and given your luck with lap cars in the past, were you a little nervous getting around those guys?
Yeah. No shade to Donnie, because I know this track is not easy, but I saw him getting in the wall more than I wanted to, and I knew that. Devin's always good at saving tire, and I knew that I was probably pushing harder than Hermes, so I didn't really want to see a caution. So I was getting a little bit nervous just seeing a few of the cars kind of smack the wall a little bit, and thankfully they all kind of gathered it up, and once we got to them and said, all right, we'll let y'all go. So yeah, once I realized that they were all going to play nice and everything, I wasn't too worried about it.
Well, tonight's race was a blast. I love seeing them go green flag the whole way. You guys put on a great show, had some great side-by-side racing. I think we were 3 right for a couple times early on. Everybody, kind of kept her pointed in the right direction, and we put on a heck of a show tonight.
Yeah. I was nervous having to take the inside on the start, the initial start of the feature, just because I knew the tap was going to be fast. So I really tried to make sure I hit my lights and got a good jump and could get a quick little slide job in there and get to the top. And I didn't want to get stuck on the bottom and get past and give up that, because I didn't know if I got back to him later in the race, I don't know if I could have got right on Hermes. So yeah, it was just I think that's 2 weeks in a row where we went all 50 laps green at 2 really tough tracks. So I'm proud of this group, and I wish we had more cars. Hopefully we can grow next season. But at the end of the day, the cars that we had in the field the last 2 weeks have done a really, really good job of just getting in laps, and that's the only way you're going to get better is by getting in laps rather than crashing and loading it up. So yeah, good job to the whole group, and always got to give a shout out for Marcy, especially right now, dealing with Vivi and her fussy self. Appreciate them for always supporting me, my parents, you, Dean, Tom, for all y'all are doing at the leagues, broadcasting. As always, still graphics and designs, Ross Dalton Racing, JBM, Peanut Baker Racing, 51 Raceworks, JJR, Rise Bracelets, Elite Bait and Tackle, Elite Crappie Jigs, Elite Performance Industries, Mama Trout Welding Caps, Archangel, Custom Welding and Fabrication. Hopefully that's all of them.
All right, buddy. Next week's season finale, Cedar Lake for the Freedom 51 race, where season finale, we're going to crown a champion, and it's close in points. You've got a 12-point lead leaving here tonight.
Yeah, it's still not close as or it's still closer than I want it to be. So yeah, let's just go back and do what we've done the past couple of weeks, is keep trying to win our heat races, get a good jump, and hopefully we can find ourselves in victory lane at the end of it. And shout out to Hermes for sponsoring that race and sponsoring the prize for the season champion and everything. He definitely didn't have to do that, and he went out on his own and wanted to support the league. So give a shout out to Hermes, and he's improved so much the past couple of seasons. I'm so proud of that dude.
Oh, he's right there every week battling with you now.
Yeah, 100%. And also shout out to Austin for making podium. He just decided, I've been trying to get him into to racing these and trying him out a little bit. He's more of an asphalt guy, and I've done his reps for a while. Him and Hermes go way back, and I've kind of met Austin through Hermes. So yeah, glad to see him out here, and he's definitely picked it up pretty quick. He's really fast and joined us on Mondays and had a good run going. I think he had some bad luck as well as a bunch of us. So yeah, just good to get a JJR podium for the night.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. We better let you get your shout outs.
Yeah. That's why I gave them out earlier. So as always, Marcy and Vivi, my parents, all the sponsors that help me out every single week. I didn't want to. Well, I had in my mind I wanted to go ahead and get it out. So yeah, all the people that help me every single week, and Hermes and Austin for showing up and just giving us something to race for and giving me something to keep pushing for and figuring out these cars and getting better.
All right, buddy. We look forward to seeing the wrap up next week at Cedar Lake, and good luck to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, if you still want to do it, if you want to, I can send you all my info or all my logos and sponsors and all that. If you want to do a season finale wrap for me, it's all on you this season if you want it.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think you did send me some logos, so I think I got what I need.
Yeah. If you don't want to do it, don't feel pressured into it. I know that you're busy, so but yeah, it would be cool to do something like that if you want.
All right, buddy. You have a wonderful night.
Absolutely, buddy. Take care. I appreciate you.
You too. Appreciate you too, bud.
Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at at the Dirtkars Series Thursday night doubleheader. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you all back next week for our season finale, and we're gonna have a good time. As we leave tonight, we're gonna give Michael Steele a quick shout out here.
Steel Graphics and Designs creates custom racing wraps and logos built for the real world and iRacing. From bold liveries to clean, professional branding, every design is made to perform on and off the track. Ready to upgrade your look? Contact Steel Graphics and Designs for custom wraps. Visit Steel Graphics and Designs on Facebook to learn more.